especially when playing against good, competent players. It's very important that when you are bluffing, your bluff makes some logical sense. You always want to ask, would I play some value hands in this manner? There are often spots where, let's say on the river, your range is mostly marginal made hands, right? Or garbage. And if that's the case, you would make a small bet with your marginal made hands for value and not a big bet. Therefore, you should be making lots of small bets. And that means if you're bluffing, you probably want to be using a small bet size. If you use a giant bet size there and your range does not contain the best hands for whatever reason, well, good players are going to figure that out and call. So in that spot, a small bluff may make sense. If you go to, let's say, check raise the river in a situation where, let's say, the bottom card pairs the board, and you bet the flop and bet the turn and decide to check raise, well, that may not make a whole lot of sense, especially if your opponent has a lot of that bottom card, because you're not betting bottom pair on those boards. So always make sure your story makes sense, and your bluffs will be more successful.